Gentlemen, my name is Joseph, and I'm accompanied by my colleagues Margaret, Castro, and Gabby. HP Envy Beats is a new way to experience your favorite musicians. It delivers superior sound quality as if you were in the studio with your favorite artist. Our original concept introduced a wily looking bat. We focused on characters that had the best hearing and immediately came up with a bat. And the original idea focused on the bat was awakened by the Envy Beats. And the bat was very curious. So the bat flew out of the cave and immediately followed the sound until he ended up at the house where he crashes into the window. And on the other side of the window is a DJ playing his Envy Beats. We thought it was strong until we came to a creative block in the road and decided that we were missing something, but we didn't know what it was. We didn't feel that it was authentic enough, so we decided to formulate another idea, and which leads us to our current vision, which Castro is going to discuss.
Well, one question that was posed to us when it comes to the bat idea is this bat going to push someone to buy a premium priced laptop? And after we all thought about that, the answer was obviously no. It's not strong enough. So we went back to the drawing board, started from scratch, and we thought, what is the buyer of this laptop going to be using it for? Music. That's what it's for. And so the idea stemmed from a question that was brought up by a coordinator, which was, what is your favorite album? What is your favorite piece of music? And when Margaret was asked this,
when I was asked this question, I sat back and thought, like, okay, I have a laptop and headphones, but what this laptop promotes is quality of sound. So what song would I want to hear that would sound fantastic when I put on these headphones to take me back to that moment where I first heard that sound? So I was thinking, if I was to really hear something, I would want to hear Eminem, I Am, for it expresses and embodies music just at the moment how he felt. Like, these headphones express sound and quality, and it pushes out what he was feeling. So as I'm hearing his words, I can feel it. There's nothing being jumbled over or anything. So I decided, like, let me sit back and think and go back to '96 when he was recording, and think about a simple man on a bus with a dream, that I could hear his dream through these headphones. I can envision myself being there with him. And as I thought back, I'm like, that would be the greatest moment ever, to take back and take that moment of joy or happiness or whatever emotion is bringing you, and you're sitting there right there with him, and you're like, I feel you, Em. That's what's up. You know? And that's what I got, and that's what that made me feel. But every artist gives everybody a different emotion. So this was the ad that I thought of, where he's sitting on a bus simple with headphones on, and he's just thinking, and his thought process is going. And right now I feel like the headphones would bring me into that thought process, because he's a thinker and he writes, and everything that was coming through I felt it through these headphones. Then
yeah, piggybacking from her thought, I thought of one of my favorite artists, Nas, and when he created Illmatic back in '94. And after listening to these Beats headphones in conjunction with the Envy Beats laptop, it brought in a level of detail that no other laptop comes even close to. No other headphones even stands a chance in terms of the certain nuances that it captures. Especially like when you close your eyes and you listen to it, you can hear the hum from the amplifier. You can hear the scratches by DJ Premier. Certain things that you just would not be able to hear anywhere else. And this is why HP Beats Envy is the laptop for music aficionados. I think that's it. Yeah.
That being said, I was asked also to think back or to recall what my favorite artist or album was, and Castro picked my guy, so I had to think of something else. And then I was brought back to senior year in high school, and I remember Dr. Dre released his Chronic album, and it was a revolutionary sound. It was so different that at the time there was like a feud between East Coast and West Coast, and it kind of blew it up even more. So my thinking was, I felt it, and it kind of, I was brought into his lifestyle, and hearing this music through the Envy Beats, I thought to myself, this is really how it should sound. And our idea that led into our idea, which was music the way it should be heard, the way they intended. And using Envy Beats, I believe this is a sure way to reinvigorate those dreams that we had, of maybe becoming musicians or, what have you. So that was my whole, my vision for, the product and what it stood for.
Well, when they asked me what my favorite artist was, I said Aerosmith, which I guess it's past my age group. Somebody suggested it was past my age group, but I really love this group, and I thought, what if I could be when they recorded their first album, which was in '71, and they were doing other things in the studio and everything, and it was like way before. Not way before I was born, but probably like 10 years. And I just thought it would be amazing, and I was born in the wrong time frame, but it would be amazing to be right there to hear as they were making Dream On, or it would be like an amazing experience. And when I hear their song, I guess through the Envy Beats, it would be like being right next to Joe Perry as he's doing like that guitar lick.
Okay, so this is the campaign that we have for the Beats by Envy Beats laptop. For the 4-print ads, another segment of that is a viral video. So picture this. You have a video where Nas, Eminem, Dr. Dre, and Aerosmith all walk into an unsuspecting subway car. And there's onlookers wondering, like, what's going on? Is that really Dre? Is that really Eminem? And slowly a crowd forms around this group. And I don't know if you know what a cipher is, but it's basically a group of artists that conjure around each other and just express their art naturally. So you have Eminem and Nas rapping, you have Aerosmith singing, and everyone is just in awe that this is happening in the most unlikely of place, in the subway. So after they're done, everybody just cheers, and they just go about their way, and they exit the subway car. And this would be like a video that would get millions of hits, and I'm sure other artists would try to replicate this also.
So for our second idea of like alternative ways to promote the beats, basically there would be a web stream, a camera inside artist studios, and this would be posted on the Envy Beats website, where people can log on and they could see artists recording music. So it would be as if you were there inside the studio watching the artists, like without any censorship or anything. And I think this would convey our message, how artists intended their music to be heard.